It's a favorite time again. Doom scrolling Twitteroonies, catching with Pokeballs every single day. First up, we have Mr. Hex Toys. Imagine making someone a billionaire to defend freedom of speech, only for them to call you a cry fag, exercising freedom of speech. So he's obviously referring to Corey Costa comes out with a very nice essay saying, "Hey, Richard, I'd like to talk to you about some stuff. When marketing, when Green Candle, please share with your perspective out here." It was a very nice, eloquent essay written by Corey, and then Richard just calls him a cry fag. Because I think all of it, I think what tilted him, no, it wasn't tilt, but what tilted him was like, what really tilts Richard fans, I could tell from the tweets, from everyone, is when they say he's missing. And his perspective, he's like, I'm literally tweeting every day, bro, multiple times a day. What do you mean I'm missing? Okay, but yes, because just so he knows, maybe he doesn't watch this, I don't know. Someone tell him. So he knows, okay, Richard Hart in their mind exists as the candles. There's a chair, the spinning watches, him talking, that's it. And if it's not there, the imagination is not there, right? That's it. The imagination can't fill in the gaps. For everyone new to the chain, they're like, oh, that guy kind of like tweets on the side. And with Peter, oh, that guy who sends us down 90% when it drops. It's a different perspective that they have with this attachment to it. I guess it depends how Richard sees it. I guess first cyclers of hexagons will believe it's a de-evolution. Maybe he sees it as an upgrade. Okay, maybe it's like a detachment of that. If you want to decentralize something out here, it would be like, Satoshi kind of like withering away in terms of his importance, but not 100% sure of how it's all going to play out in that regard. But I'm just showing you, man, this is the deeper stuff of what's going on. This like an alpha edge, so you know, oh, is everything bad or everything good? What are the because it's hard to measure fundamentals, right? Especially when it comes to crypto. But everything is still looking great, except the price chart. MEXC, which ticker will rocket? I mean, like, you know what I've noticed? There really is a Chinese exchange, Cabal. Okay, I don't know, MEXC Singaporean, pretty much Chinese, like, you know what I mean, like influence. Okay, because they all copy all the Chinese exchanges, right? Binance, OKEx, Bybit, MEXC, all of them, friends. It's a Chinese exchange, Cabal. They all tweet the exact same stuff, just them. What's the ticker? Like, they all do the same. They're all copy pasting each other. They must really have a network. There must really be a Cabal. By the way, I mean, like, you're not surprised. Look what happened on our Black Swan, 1010, October 10th. We literally just go 70% drop in 5 minutes. Thank you for your money. $22 billion liquidated. Okay, let's actually play some music. I want to be the very best. I want to be the very best, but I need our coins to stop going down for 5 years in a row. JPEG, it's so over. After building up my wallet over the last year, I was forced into joining a trading challenge. Bad trade after bad trade, I lost it all. I will not be coming back. Really? Thank you for offering me a loan of $1 million to make it back, but I won't be accepting the offer. I'll lend you 300K. I don't know if this is a troll. Dude, you stole your money or I don't know if it's a troll. So it might be a troll, friend. Just to let you know, that's what they do. So what people do is they will, they will tag these people because, I'm not joking, okay? 50,000 Indian dudes and Nigerian dudes and dudettes will start messaging. I'm not joking. It's all from Nigeria and India. I don't know why it is them two. A very high rate. They start messaging them because they're always, how we know this, friends, as well, is people have shown their analytics of like who's watching their profile. And one guy, I saw one account, maybe you guys saw the same tweet. So one guy made a tweet. He said his distribution of the countries that used to watch him and view his content, it was pretty much like the world, like USA, UK, Canada, South America, whatever, like everything was distributed, okay? But then he started doing giveaways. He's like, I'm going to give $100. I'm going to give $50 away. $50 if you just like and share. And then after he showed that, huge increase in his account from Nigeria and India. Okay, so pretty much that was everybody basically giving him engagement. So accounts just coming from there. So I think what this guy is doing is he's trolling, because I see Frank the Gods here from LA Vape Cabal, who's like pretty much rugged a lot of stuff out here and just... So I'm going to assume these other people are also... maybe untrustworthy as well, so they get all DMs. So that's what they actually do. They go, hey, this person lent me money. So everyone just starts messaging. Yeah, man, it's just the game. Less banking. Hey, MetaMask, how do we get our full PulseChain portfolio to show the value? It says no conversion rate for anything but PLS. Thank you, Mr. Less Banking, for posting that as well. Yeah, so just to let you know, guys, no friends, I don't look at my portfolio. I don't check it. I don't check anything. I don't want to look, okay? It's too depressing. It's too depressing. It's too sad. There's nothing to talk about. So that's just the nature of the game, you know? When you're excited and energetic, yeah, everything's going up. It is what it is, okay? I can't help but notice, friends, for some reason, I've just got to show you here what's appeared here on my screen. There's this picture of Justin Bieber, but his head looks like an actual male genitalia knob. What? Why is this going popular? This is going viral like right now. I'm gonna slowly, you know what? I better scroll down because I won't be surprised. Some of you guys just put big giant wheelie pictures. Oh man, check this out. This is cool. Man, look at Grok. Whoa, man. Damn, man. Look at the AI. Yo. Wow. AI is really good, friends. You know what to do with me, guys. Get me doing everything. Anything, friends. It's so funny. It really is funny. And we make gifs of them and stuff out here. It confuses a lot of people. They're like, hey, how is this person making fun of himself? Like, bro, do you understand what this industry is built on? We're literally digital imaginary Ponzi money. Okay? Nothing's real, bro. It's all digital. It's just electrons flying around in cyberspace. You understand? And we live in a matrix reality. Some sort of simulation. I don't think you got to take yourself seriously much longer. Wow. Imagine pulling up next to Bieber at a red light. My gosh, but man, normies, they're just, you know, it just hits, you know, normies, they're just, it hits differently, you know. Check this out. Hypothetically, how difficult would it be for Binance to implement circuit breakers? There are some hard-won best practices in TradFi that should be implemented. Okay. You can't do it. Why? Because what's a circuit breaker? Okay, remember it's a zombie virus. So circuit breaker for S&P 500 or any stocks and stuff out here. If the price goes down by a certain amount or up, okay, it's never on the upside, right? It's always on the downside. You stop trading. It goes into an auction mode. You don't actually trade anymore. It's so the market can calm down and see what happens, right? See, like, and chill out. So if Binance puts an auction mode after, let's say, Bitcoin drops 10% in a day, they're like, okay, we're going to auction it. There's no more trading for the next, like, 12 hours or something. Okay, then everyone just goes and trades the thing that does have a market, you know? Because you understand, like, if you're long, it goes down and there's auction mode, yeah, and it's auctioning, and then, like, you can see that the other markets are still falling. The other Bitcoin prices on, like, Hyperliquid, which doesn't have a circuit breaker, you're just going to have to sell there for hedge anyway. So it just exacerbates the selling outside of the exchange. So that's crypto, man. We're currencies. There is no circuit breaker. Yeah. I am buying the shovels when they are cheap. I wonder what this coin is. It's AIXBT. AIXBT. I guess AI themed coin. Friends, this is a very lovely double bottom, by the way. This is like what your dreams are made of. Check that out. You know, this is it. This is it. Your lovely double bottom out here. Man, it's going to be a while for our altcoins to go up, friends. I'll show you this double bottom. Hopefully this comes up here. It screws around in the cup. 4-year cycle, everyone thinks it's over. Now we're in 2026. But I draw that chart for every coin. So I don't know if every coin's going to go up. There's just a lot of coins and just... Oh, man, it's been a rough 5 years, hasn't it? Speaking of it being rough, look at this. Noah, don't be sad it's over. Be happy it happened. This is all the altcoins, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. That's not in the bull market stuff, bro. We don't talk that, friends. You're not posting the soft piano music that it's all over bull market mode. It's at the end of the bull market, friends, literally at the end of the bull market, it's a guy and his girlfriend. They are fornicating, having pre-marriage relationships on a webcam because they're so euphoric that their coin has done something and they've reached, you know, like something so exuberant like that, right? Check this out. I love reading comments on posts like this. So this is Mr. Royce and Hart. Mr. Royce and Hart. I am tired. I've emptied my bank account 5 to 6 times knowing these prices are the bottom, but it's still rough having committed hard. So it's a bullish post on Hex, friends. I've read it before. It's a bully pump on Hex. Iceman, every pump is sold off and ultimately we always go lower. Yep. It's a business cycle, sir. Like with altcoins, your upside's big, man. Changes your life if you get it right, you know. But there's a downside. The downside is the longer the PMI stays subdued, your altcoin doesn't just go sideways, you know. That's almost like a free pass. You know, it bleeds. You know, that's the risk. There's a time decay. And why does that happen? It's because over time, more altcoins appear and they're sucking mind share away from you. That's what it is, okay? You know, so it's kind of like if there's a lot of cities, let's say America, right? If there's a lot of 52 states of America, right? Some say 53, actually Canada. So there's 53 states of America, right? And then you might have the greenest land of all, right, as well. So 53 states of America, but if one of the states, let's say they don't produce any jobs, no GDP, and they're like literally having a very, very bad year. Well, the longer it stays bad, people will emigrate. That's EM. They'll leave, emigrate out, and they'll go to other states. You see? Because they're still producing more businesses and stuff out here. That's what happens over time. The longer it happens, you do that. You don't just go sideways, right? It's not like everyone just holds hands and stays there. But, you know, it's painful, however, but the upside is huge. You know, you get to retire. You know what I mean? So that's the price you pay on the downside. If you want something that just goes sideways like that, well, buy the other asset classes that don't have amazing upside like us, you know, but that's it. That's it. Richard, funds from Tornado Cash are going to be bridged in. Trust me, bro. So this is just making fun of the PulseChain sacrifice funds. Now that they've disappeared, I think it's good. People can't front run and they can do their own magic. Some people say it's going to rug. I don't think so. We're just all waiting out here. Crypto Michael. When I was a broke 19-year-old living with my parents, I wrote this. There were tough times on my crypto trading journey, but I always knew I would make it and never give up. 2 years after writing this, I became a crypto millionaire. Law of attraction manifestation. My cryptocurrency skyrocketed, I told you. My portfolio is now worth millions. Thank you. Oh, wow. So this was, I remember that 5th November 2018. That's when Bitcoin broke below 6K. It's actually when I joined crypto, right? We're all getting short. Trading it. I was watching the industry nuke to zero. I wasn't on Twitter or anything, so I had no commentary. We were just trading the price action. And yeah, very interesting. Nice law of attraction. Abundance mindset. He was imagining himself celebrating. He was thinking of euphoria. It's really cool. Finance guy. If you show this graph to a Bitcoin critic and they remain skeptical, they're either lying to you or themselves. You can't look at this honestly and say Bitcoin isn't going higher. It's funny, friends. This chart, remember, this is 2025. So he's posting an old chart because actually what ends up happening is Bitcoin has done that. He doesn't know. Guess what? From this moment of time, we're actually down, bro. I love his man. By the way, this finance guy, he was fading Bitcoin for 7 years. He just got long. He just got in. And he finally gets it, but he hates altcoins. So I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see. I wonder if people have corrected him on it as well. Marcus, are you able to stomach an 80% drawdown? Usually takes people a couple of cycles to become a Bitcoin maxi. Okay. Bro, you bought 50 bucks worth. Let's get talking about Bitcoin when you hold at least 0.5. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, stomach 80% drawdowns. Look, bro, it's not just the 80% drawdown. It's the time factor, okay? Hopefully, the industry gets better and better over time. But we're so like scarred from this altcoin Great Depression. You know, friends, Bitcoin didn't even have it doing it this bad. Never. Bitcoin never had. It had a big drawdown like us, but it came back within like 18 months. It was back to the all-time highs back in 2011 or whatever. So we are literally in uncharted territory right now with the pain, the duration of the pain, and the drawdown. Yeah, it's the worst of the worst of the worst. And interest rates this high. You got the US Fed competing for you. Back when Bitcoin had the drawdown, rates were still zero. So it's actually the worst of the worst of the worst. This is literally the worst of all. Okay. What do we do though? We've got to keep holding because we hope that from the worst of all will sprout the friendliest of flowers. And they're going to smell pretty good at the end. Okay. When's the end though? We'll see. Hopefully it's not tomorrow. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you soon.